Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, it's Sebastian Envy, the Strong Style Nerd, Strong Style Cinephile, and I am late on talking about The Flash, but let's geek about it for just a scant few minutes, just because I know there's been a crap ton of review, reaction videos, and articles, stuff like that, about the finale. I watched it again. I thought it was okay. I really think the Reverse Flash, before he shows up again, really needs a boost of his speed. It's going to be his quest to get faster now because he got his butt kicked by everybody. Which at this point, I think Reverse Flash, as much as he's appeared and much as everybody's progressed over the seasons, at this point, him in his current form, even with all his machinations and plotting and planning and stuff, he's just not good enough. He's not fast enough, so he just needs to be a better Reverse Flash next time we see him in the Crisis. So we had the resolution of the Cicada and Cicada 2 storyline. They hit the Dagger with the mirror gun. Dagger disappears in the present, which eliminates Cicada 2, which also frees Thawne in the future, which is what he wanted to do. And this episode was called Legacies, so we had this had the resolution of the Nora coming back in time to save her father's legacy because he never caught Cicada. Of course, we knew the reason why he never caught Cicada is because there's 2 cicadas. And her striving to restore his legacy and establish her own legacy as a hero, just like following in her father's footsteps. And I didn't get my wish that Nora was the big bad in the end, but I was satisfied for the most part with the resolution of her fading from existence because of the changes to the timeline. We see Thawne says that he cared about her too, so he's stung by it or whatever. Tells Barry the only way to save her is to go into the negative speed force, because you can exist there outside of temporal changes and that sort of thing. Barry takes her. She doesn't want to go because she doesn't want to end up like Thawne and controlled by the negative speed force. And it's teary, and she fades away. And then they find like a video letter from her thanking them for, showing her how to be a hero and all that stuff. And everybody's crying in tears and all that kind of stuff. It's a very teary season finale. You see, Cisco goes about his way. He tells his chick that he has superpowers, that he's 5. Takes the metahuman cure. We all know Carlos Valdez is off the show. He doesn't exactly need his powers to come back and help in the Crisis. At this point, has anybody really cared about Cisco in the past, 2 years? Really, has anybody? I haven't. So I don't care that he's gone. Again, it goes back to my theory about them having a bloated cast that they need to pare down. Might get some more sporadic appearances from Joe in the next season because he's going to be the captain of the Central City PD. So that's good. Maybe we'll get less Cecile. That'll be good. Ralph found the file, or picked up a file on Sue Dearborn, which of course is eventually becomes Sue Dibney. Wonder how, if he's got a file on her, how they'll come together relationship-wise, but who knows, we'll see. Sherlock moved on. He went back to his Earth with his woman. I imagine, this Flash will get another Harry of some kind. Remains to be seen who it is. If we just, a lot of people I've seen just want Harry from Earth 2 back. I like the different ones that pop up, even though they do kind of fall into formulas as far as their interactions with Cisco and that sort of adversarial, kind of snippy interaction. But with Cisco gone, they'll need to find a new dynamic with them, so that'll be interesting to see if they find that. We see Killer Frost. She has a new costume, which I'm sure we'll see either unveiled in the season premiere or in the Crisis. Everything just Crisis. Getting into briefly the season as a whole, it was hit or miss. I think Cicada, once the Cicada 2 came into the picture, it turned into a much better season. Still, just plot-induced stupidity, which had Cicada carry on as long as she did. Glad it was wrapped up. Of course, Thawne was the big bad in the end. So I guess that was okay. It's Reverse Flash. He's got plans on top of plans on top of plans. So, Nora just I had my issues with her here and there during the season. Like I said, it didn't evolve how I wanted it to from a narrative standpoint, where I wanted them to go with her. But yeah, it is what it is, considering it's a CW. We know what the writers, we know the range of the writers and their stories and their ideas and things that they actually do, chances that they actually take and do not take. We're keenly aware of that at this point. So, you know, it is what it is. Seemed like a decent enough finale for a okay average season. That's really sitting there and rank the seasons. But it doesn't matter, because Crisis is coming up. That's what all this is building towards. That's what we care about. That's the big thing. We saw like the stinger at the end was the temporal change, and we see the newspaper changes to like 2019. So Flash is going to disappear. Probably won't. I still think he won't disappear. It'll be a bait and switch. Either Thawne will sacrifice himself in order just to stick it to Barry to be the one that saved Barry and everybody else, or Jay Garrick from Earth 93, I think they called it, will sacrifice himself. It'll be some kind of bait and switch, and Barry will still survive, blah, 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 blah. We'll see. I'm just ready for more Crisis. And we'll talk Crisis specifically in another video. But like I said, just want to give a couple thoughts on The Flash. It was okay. Way to wrap it up. Nora's gone. Boo-hoo. Cisco's gone. Boo-hoo. We'll see how things go, if there's any sort of dynamic change with the shrinking cast for the next season. I'll be really curious to see how they handle that. We'll see. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys out there think. Let me know in the comments below. Hit me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Talk to me everywhere about everything. Let's geek.